Good evening, everybody. We must vote for BJP and save our country. If we are truly loyal to our country, we must save our country, and for that, we must have to do something because Modi is trapped in a Chakravyuh. Okay, senior journalist Sushant Sinha has explained everything how exactly it is. At the center of this Chakravyuh is Modi. Modi represents India, and for India, there is a Hindu who speaks of Hindutva and places his religion and country above caste. Okay, in this way, a Chakravyuh has been set around Modi in the name of Modi, the first layer. So you have to understand each and every layer of the Chakravyuh. Okay, the first circle of the Chakravyuh attacks the economic system so that India's economy collapses. Using the help of a hidden class, it's being said that India's market is fraudulent. Pull out your investments. Like this, they keep on telling to the different investors all over the world that Indian market is fraudulent and you have to pull out all your investments. So LIC, SBI, HAL are all sinking. So they will create this type of fake narratives that LIC, SBI, HAL all are sinking. Withdraw your money from everywhere and do not invest further in India. So this is the first layer of Chakravyuh. Then there is second layer of Chakravyuh which focuses on the issues like Agniveer. As you have seen that how Rahul Gandhi and all the Indi Gadbandhan people keep on saying that Agniveer is not good, Agniveer is not good. So that the rebellion arises in the army. The army is the force that protects the country through civil war or conflict. So inside them against the government so that they may help overthrow it during a civil war. So like this they can put off these subjects like Agniveer, and there seems to be a civil war in the country, and that you are already seeing that it's been happening. And then there is third layer of Chakravyuh. The third circle involves the farmers by provoking them destroy India's food supply. How long can a country survive on empty stomachs? So if all the farmers will come on the road, they will not do any farming, etc. So they themselves will also die and the country will automatically die. Then the fourth circle is reservation. Stir up caste divisions within Hindus and create fierce casteism. This way, when the time for unity arrives during a war, they will destroy air. So, whenever there will be a war, so on the basis of casteism, divide them, and then they will be all will be after each and everybody, and they will destroy each other. Then there would be fifth layer. In the fifth layer, declare that the constitution is in danger and that dictatorship has arrived in the country. Before the government starts killing you, you should begin to kill the government and its supporters, otherwise they will wipe you out. And this is the same very funda which is being spread by opposition, as you can very well understand. Every time they keep on saying that if the Modi would become, earlier before elections they were saying that if the Modi will come, he will destroy constitution, he will amend constitution, and you have seen after his third tenure Modi hasn't done not even a single change in the constitutional. Rather, he is protecting the constitutional in each and every way. Then there is a sixth layer of Chakravyuh. The sixth circle raises the issues of minorities in danger, urging them to join the cause and establish their government. Once this is done, we will take revenge on them one by one. Then the seventh layer, in the seventh circle, foreign powers come into play. They will fund and provide plans, whether it's creating a Khalistan, pushing for a Christian country in the northeast, establishing an Islamic regime in Kerala, Bengal, creating a north versus south conflict, dividing people between Hindi and non Hindi speakers. And when all this happens, foreign powers will intervene in the name of saving democracy, as they have done in other countries. And like the people like Rahul Gandhi goes to foreign countries and ask them that please save the democracy of our country, please save the democracy of our country. And you have seen your neighboring countries like Bangladesh, it's happening over there. The difference between Bangladesh and India is only this much, that ours is a larger country, and the people like Rahul Gandhi, you don't have to trust them, because these are the people who create fake narratives and goes to the foreign people. How could he go to foreign people and ask them to intervene in their democracy, in our democracy? Rather, he is thinking that how the democracy is going at a very high level. He just goes. Somehow I just come to know that in the recent, a few days back, he has gone to China and he has signed some contract with the Chinese people. And whenever this happens, it's not fair, because we are surpassing China. We are not under China. How can he go and sign some contracts with China? So we have to be alert. If Modi's strength is people's trust, everything is being done to break his trust. So we need to be united. We really trust Modi, and we have to make other people also trust Modi. Whosoever they are dividing, we have to reunite them. If Modi is defeated, then all those are currently mocking Congress and religion will be eliminated. Nationalism will be declared a crime. Speaking out against oppression will lead to abduction. No country will speak out, just like today. One speaks out against Bangladesh. Instead, they say everything is fake news. Just as in West Bengal, you raise your voice, you will be taken away from your home. And the Supreme Court, when it comes to the rescue, the judge of the Supreme Court will be trapped, just they were in Bangladesh, and they will be forced to resign. The excuse for all this will be that the people revolted against dictatorship. So they will create like this, as if people are revolting. And you can very well understand that who is revolting. They are not targeting those practicing Hindutva. They are attacking BJP supporters who stood by Modi and supported operation. Someone will say that a Muslim beheaded a Hindu because he was oppressed for years. A Hindu girl will be kidnapped and raped because she insulted religion. A Hindu's house will be looted because he supported capitalism and scorned the poor. Hindus will be forced to resign because they supported dictatorship. A Jaiza property tax will be imposed on Hindus because they looted for years, and this is not an exaggeration. It's happening next door to the different countries. It's happening in Bengal, and history has repeated itself in dozen of countries. It's a different story if you live under the illusion that this won't happen to you, while you complain about inflation or taxes and set out to teach a lesson. So you will be complaining like this कि मोदी के राज में महंगाई बढ़ गई, बेरोज़गारी बढ़ गई. जो आजकल के यंगस्टर्स हैं वो सारा दिन मोदी के पीछे पड़े रहते हैं कि मोदी ने क्या दिया, मोदी ने क्या दिया है. तो आई हैव टोल्ड यू ईच एंड एवरीथिंग दैट मोदी इज़ इन ट्रैप, मोदी इज़ इन चक्रव्यूह, and I have described you all the 7 layers of this Chakravyuh. And now it's up to you that whether you have to vote for Modi, you have to support BJP, or you have to behave like the same very way, because they will create the narrative that the people have forced all these things. So they will create all the things that it's all being dependent on you. You have to save your country. I request all of you, before it's too late, just save your country.